Hello, everyone, and welcome to the discussion today on the topic Pharmaceutical Tablet Technologies. Upon completion of this chapter, the student shall know what a formulation scientist must ensure in order to prepare tablets, what are the manufacturing methods for tablet manufacture, what are the primary goals for tablet manufacturing, factors which influence the choice of the manufacturing processes, the layout of a tablet manufacturing premise or a plant, the excipients which are commonly used in tablet manufacture, and finally, the packaging of tablets. For the design and manufacture of pharmaceutical tablets, which is a complex multi-stage process, a formulation scientist must ensure that the correct amount of drug substance in the right form is delivered at the appropriate time and at the proper rate and in the desired location with its chemical integrity protected to that point, which means there should be no change in polymorphic form of the drug substance so as to not influence the solubility of the drug substance and hence the bioavailability or clinical efficacy, and they should also be stable. That is, its chemical integrity must be protected to the point of or the site of absorption. The drug substances possesses the required properties which give satisfactory flow from the hopper to the dye cavity of the tablet presses. If it does not have the desired flow properties, then they are subjected to a pre-treatment either alone or in combination with suitable excipients to form free-flowing granules to enable tableting. That means they are either granulated using a binder in dry form or a binder solution in purified water, or dry granulation can be done using a slugging procedure or roller compaction method. The primary goals of tablet manufacturing include to formulate tablets that have adequate hardness to withstand mechanical shock which is encountered during tablet manufacture, packaging, shipping, dispensing, and use. To formulate tablets that have uniformity in weight and in drug content. To formulate tablets that are bioavailable and are able to meet clinical endpoint with desired safety and efficacy. To formulate tablets that have chemical, physical, and microbial stability over a long period of time or during the shelf life of the drug product. To formulate tablets that have product identity and is elegant, which is free from any tablet defects for patient compliance and acceptance to the marketing team. The factors that influence the choice of the manufacturing process includes the properties of the active pharmaceutical ingredient. First, the compression properties of the active pharmaceutical ingredient. If it is not of adequate, it does not have adequate compression properties, then slugging and roller compaction can be done to improve the flow. Second, physical and chemical stability of the API during manufacturing process. For example, if the active substance is hygroscopic, wet granulation is not preferred. Third, particle size distribution of the ingredients. For example, if the particle size of the API is very fine and it is a high dose tablet, then direct compression cannot be done. Dry granulation has to be done if the API is hygroscopic, or wet granulation is done if the API is not is moisture stable. Availability of necessary processing equipment, most important factor for the choice of the manufacturing method by a manufacturer. And last but not the least, the cost of the manufacturing or formulation process. It is well known and understood that direct compression is the most economical method of manufacture. However, the cost of the directly compressible excipients are higher than the excipients which are otherwise used for other wet or dry granulation process. The personal requirements during the manufacture of pharmaceutical tablets includes production pharmacist, manufacturing chemist, analytical chemist, quality assurance manager, machine operators, mechanics, in addition to the job specific responsibilities of these personnel, all manufacturing employees must be well versed and trained in current good manufacturing practices and in the appropriate standard operating procedures governing the area. The following are the areas dedicated for tablet manufacture: the raw material warehouse, wherein the raw materials are received, thereafter they are quarantined. Only when they pass the minimum tests for as per the pharmacopoeia or general methods, they are approved for further use. Thereafter, there is a dispensing room wherein all the excipients and drug substance are weighed and dispensed. This is a UV laminar flow is maintained within the dispensing area, and either an electronic balance or a big balance bulk weighing for bulk weighing of excipients is maintained. They should be regularly calibrated. Then there is a production area which has either different rooms or a same room contains mixer and a granulator and a separate drying section, tablet punching section or compression area, and then if required a coating section if the full coating has to be done on the tablets. There is a quality control section wherein all the in-process samples are tested. After the tablet manufacturing is complete, the final tablets are also subjected to testing in the quality control area only. The final area is packaging section. Thereafter is the store. This is a typical layout of a tablet manufacturing section wherein the tablets are received, the excipients are received, raw material as well as drug substance. They're first quarantined and then tested by QC. If they are approved, they pass as per the tests and specification limits as per the specifications. Then they are approved for they're selected for further use. Thereafter, mixing, granulation, and drying section is there for mixing the blend. Thereafter, the blend is granulated. The granules are then lubricated and then compressed to tablets. There is a punching section. Thereafter, if required, film coating is done. There is a coating section. Then there is a quality control section. Now here, the samples can be sent from either this mixing, blend samples, granulation. End point of granulation is determined by LOD, so IR moisture balance. Drying section, fluid bed dryer, wherein the end point for drying of the granules LOD is evaluated, again using an IR moisture balance which is present in the quality control section. Tablets punching section, here also the samples of tablets are sent to QC for evaluating the disintegration time, friability, hardness, and coating. These are the final tablets which are sent to in-process quarantine, and from here during the quarantine, tablets are sampled from the bulk and then they are sent to QC to be completely tested as per finished product specification and then the final approved products is sent to the packaging section for packing in primary and secondary pack. Thereafter, it is sent to the warehouse for further shipping. The excipients used in the tablet manufacture should not interfere with the pharmacological activity of the drug substance, and as such, they have to be inert. They should also possess the desired particle size distribution and should have adequate flow properties. Some multiple use excipients in tablet formulation are pre-gelatinized starch, microcrystalline cellulose, lactose, stearates, and hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose. These are certain excipients which can be used either as a binder or they can be used as a disintegrant or release controlling polymers also. We will see that later. So these are the list of a few excipients which in different concentrations have different functionality. Ethyl cellulose in the concentration of 1 to 3% can be used as a wet or a dry binder. It can also be used as a control release film coat for the tablets. Hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose, low viscosity. It can be used as a binder in low concentration, whereas in high concentration of 5 to 25%, it can be used as a control release excipient. Here we have to know that any binder which is high viscosity grade can only be used as a control release excipient. But if the binder polymer has a low viscosity, then in low concentration they can be used either as a binder or a film forming agent, and in high concentration they can be used as a control release excipient. Microcrystalline cellulose, depending upon the concentration in which they are used in the tablet formula, they serve different functionalities. For example, in 0 to 8%, they improve the adhesion of the film to the core. 0.2 to 0.5%, they are used as a glidant. It improves the flow properties of the blend. In the concentration of 5 to 20%, they are used in different formula as an anti-adherent or a disintegrant. And within the concentration of 5 to 95%, they can be used as a filler or a binder. The other excipients are polyvinyl pyrrolidone or povidone. This is also a binder or a polymer, synthetic polymer. In 5 to 15% concentration, they are used as a wet binder. 5 to 10% they are used as a coating excipient. 5 to 30% they are used as a disintegrant. 10 to 35% they are used as a control release excipient. Glyceryl palmitostearate 0 to 5% as a lubricant, 10 to 50% as a control release excipient. Starch or pre-gelatinized starch. Pre-gelatinized starch, low moisture grade LM1500, can be used as a binder, as a diluent, as a complete excipient in tablet or a capsule manufacture. The drug substance alone can be blended with pre-gelatinized starch and compressed to tablets, or they can be filled in, the blend can be filled in capsules. There are certain other grades of starch like cornstarch, maize starch, and even for that matter pre-gelatinized starch in different concentrations can be used, can serve several purposes. For example, in 3 to 15% it is used as a binder or a disintegrant. 5 to 25% it is used as a wet binder, that means in solution form in purified water. 5 to 20% it is used as a disintegrant. Polyethylene glycol, 0 to 10% it is used as a lubricant. 0 to 15% it is used as a thermoplastic filler or a binder, and at 5 to 40% concentration in a tablet formula is used as a control release excipient. The raw material or excipients and the active drug substance have to be tested completely as per all the specifications and test requirements mentioned in the pharmacopoeial monograph. If at all the monograph is not present in the pharmacopoeia, then they are tested as per general requirements in the pharmacopoeia only. Thereafter, this is done in order to ensure a high quality end product so as to avoid end minute surprises. The raw materials that fail the quality control tests are rejected and returned to the supplier or the vendor. Any risk that may emanate from the starting materials due to inappropriate quality must be avoided. That is why the testing is done. This ensures there is no product failure and consistent product quality. Most importantly, this ensures the safety and efficacy to the patients. The equipments used in tablet manufacture include size reduction in equipment. They are of various types: hammer mill, vibration mill, roller mill, end runner mill, edge runner mill, cutter mill, and ball mill. Weighing balances. Example, bulk weighing balance which weighs in kilogram or electronic weighing balances which weighs in grams or milligrams. Mixing equipments. Either pneumatic mixers are there, diffusion, tumbling mixers are there, V blender, double cone blender, convective mixers, planetary blenders, horizontal high density blenders, rapid mixer granulator. There's several other mixing equipments which are used in by manufacturing industries. Granulators can be rotating shape granulator, rapid or high shear mixer, fluid bed, fluidized bed granulator, dry granulator, etc. Dry granulator is roller compactor. Fluidized bed granulator is GLAT. High shear granulator is rapid mixer granulator. Drying equipments are present, which could be either a fluidized bed dryer, widely used in a tablet manufacturing premise. Sometimes a spray dryer is present in case the tablets are manufactured through a lyophilization route, or a spray dried excipient or a spray dried blend has to be formulated for the tablet manufacture. Tableting machine, which can be either single punch tablet press or a multi-station rotary tablet press. It could be high-speed tablet rotary tablet machine or a multi-layer rotary tablet machines, which could be bi-layer or tri-layer. The quality control department contains quality control equipments like disintegration apparatus, dissolution apparatus, hardness tester, thickness testing apparatus, thickness testing instrument, for example, screw gauge or vernier calipers. Coating and polishing machines are used for coating the tablets. The most widely used and preferred is perforated coating pan with baffles. There are specially designed baffles for fine quality coating. Now, let us see the steps involved in tablet formulation procedure. After seeing the equipments that probable equipments that can be used in tablet manufacture, let us see the steps that are involved in tablet formulation procedure. First of all, dispensing of the active substance and excipients are done accurately. That this procedure is done under supervision. Thereafter, if the sizing is required, co-milling is required, then sizing is done, blending is done, in a V-shaped blender or a double cone blender so as to prepare a homogeneous premix. If required, granulation is done so as to form dry permanent aggregates, or wet granulation is done. Drying of the wet granulation is done in case if it is a wet granulation process. The drying is done using fluidized bed dryer, or in case of dry granulation, screening is done directly. That means the slugs or the biscuits are screened to small size granules. Thereafter, the final granules are blended with a lubricant and a disintegrant, and then final blend is prepared. This final lubricated blend is then subjected to compression, tablet compression, using the desired toolings. And thereafter, if the marketing requirement is there, or to improve the aesthetic appeal, or to improve the stability of the tablets, film coating is done. So we have already discussed there are three main manufacturing processes: wet granulation, dry granulation, or direct compression. The prerequisite, whichever the procedure is, the prerequisite is that the blend should flow from the hopper to the tableting machine in order to prevent any tablet defects. So this is a wet granulation process wherein a drug is grinded if required to meet the desired particle size, and then drug along with the other excipients, binder and diluent are blended. Thereafter, wet granulation is done using a rapid mixer granulator. The binder in the form of binder liquid is added to it. Agglomerates are formed. The small agglomerates formed are then dried using fluidized bed dryer. The dried granules are screened. Generally, it is the 18 mesh size or the 22 mesh size. Sometimes it can be a coarser mesh size, 12 mesh size, BSS 12. Thereafter, the final dried granules are then lubricated with a lubricant, and if desired, disintegrant is added. The final blend is then compressed to tablets. This is the flow chart for dry granulation process. The drug is grinded if required, then blended with a diluent or and disintegrant. Thereafter, they are slugged or compacted to thin, long, thin biscuits or films. These compacted biscuits are then crushed. The small units are then screened to form granules. These dried granules are then lubricated along with the lubricant. Disintegrant may be added if required, and then they are compressed to tablets. This is the flow chart of the direct compression process. This is the most economical and simple method for tablet manufacture. It is widely preferred by the manufacturers. The drug here is grinded if required, mixed with all the other directly compressible excipients, could be ditab, it could be prozol. Okay, it is blended and then it is simply compressed to tablets. Having seen the various manufacturing methods, the various formulation ingredients, now let us see what are the tablets defects that may arise during the manufacture of tablets. First is weight variation. In case if the granule size and the particle size distribution of the granules in the powder is not uniform, weight variation can occur. In case there is non-uniformity in flow, weight variation can occur. If there is weight variation, then uniformity in dose will not be there. As a result, potency will vary from tablet to tablet. Poor mixing, poor flow, capping and lamination, which means different layers are formed. They are separated during tablet compression. Picking of tablets, sticking of tablets, that means if inadequate amount of lubricant is present, then the surface of the tablet, small amount gets picked by the punches. Chipping and splitting, inadequate amount of binder is present, then the side chipping of the tablet is there. Or in case if adequate hardness is not there, during coating, chipping can happen. Embossing and print defects, that means the print spreads on the surface of the film of the tablet. And layer tablet splitting, or layers are not clearly defined. Here, in case of bilayer tablets, this is most widely experienced. The other tablet defects include low hardness or low mechanical strength, very widely experienced in aspirin tablets because they are highly hygroscopic, so the desired hardness cannot be achieved. Mottled appearance, example meloxicam tablets, which has a different colored API. So excipient color is white or off-white, and the active drug substance is colored. Then small specks of the color appears on the surface of the tablet and within the compacted mass of the tablet. So it gives an adulterated or spurious drug feeling. So mottling can be if it should be overcome by compacting with desired excipients, or it can be the tablet can be film coated. Punch variation, there are certain cases wherein the punch to punch variation is there. Double impression, here also this is a punch defect. Black spot stain or presence of hair and fiber on the tablet surface, this could be either due to personal interference, due to a personal who is there as a manufacturing personnel who is present, or it could be due to the excipient. Abrasive substances are present in the blend. For example, if dibasic calcium phosphate is present, abrasion along with the mechanical parts will produce black particles or speck. So now, upon studying the various tablet defects that could arise during the manufacturing process and how to mitigate them, let us see the quality control of tablets. The minimum pharmacopoeial testing that needs to be done for the tablets are content uniformity, weight uniformity, disintegration time test, dissolution test. The other non-pharmacopoeial tests include crushing strength, friability test, tensile strength determination. Finally, after testing as per pharmacopoeial monograph or general chapters in the pharmacopoeia, the tablets are approved and sent for packaging. The primary packaging material should be selected such that no interaction happens between the tablet and the packing material. There is that means compatibility should be there between the packaging material and the formulation, and sometimes they are intended to improve patient compliance or customer convenience. For example, if you see Pudin Hara, they are highly appealing to the customers or consumers. So in order to improve elegance also, sometimes packaging is done. Sometimes customer convenience is taken care. Why? Because in case of olanzapine or certain other tablets which are prepared by lyophilization or freeze drying or mouth dissolving tablets, Kitanov MG, all these have a peelable backside blister so as to easily take out tablets without breaking them. And last but not the least, the cost of the packing material is very important. That needs to be taken into consideration. Now, in certain cases, especially in US and Europe, the chemist or the pharmacist are supposed to do a packing from wholesale supplies. So these wholesale supplies are shipped to these pharmacist or chemist shop in white HDP bottles, big bottles, wide mouth bottles, The tablets are packed in polyethylene packs and then they are added to the bottles, and on top of it there may be cotton wool stuffing. So the cotton wool absorbs any excess of moisture in the pack and then prevents the tablet. Long term storage can be done. The pharmacist in these Europe and US, they actually dispense the tablets depending upon the requirement of the patient. The blistering and small bottle packing is done. In case of light sensitive tablets, either a cold form blister or an amber colored blister is preferred. So now that brings us to the end of the discussion of the topic tablet manufacture in a pharmaceutical industry. These are the references. Please go through them. Thank you very much.